Crypto.com holders, I've got a video for you guys. Today I want to be talking about how tariffs are affecting Bitcoin and Crocoin, as well as how Mary just got listed on Crypto.com. Better late than never. Without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we're starting off here on Crocoin, looking at the daily time frame, and we are below a very, very important key support level of 0.0830 cents. Okay, this yellow line is a magnet. When you're below it, usually it pushes it down, and usually when you're above it, it pushes it up. But this has been such a significant price level for such a long time. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know I talk about this price level a lot. I mean, we were testing it all back here. We were testing it all back here, testing it here. Very, very important price levels. And once again, we're testing it right now. I didn't think, I would not have guessed that we'd be testing it right now, to be frank with you guys. But here we are. You know, it's been quite a rough ride. We're seeing the entire cryptocurrency space plummet down because of this global trade war, all these tariffs. It's spooking the market. It is spooking the market, and it is bringing crypto down with it, because the traditional market is spilling over. People are looking for flights to safety. There's uncertainty. And guys, risk-on assets are going to underperform when that happens. But what I'm doing right now, guys, I am shorting altcoins, and I'm making money doing that, and I am buying more Bitcoin. And there's some plays, if you believe in Crocoin, you say, hey, Blacksea, I'm going to be buying Crocoin for the next 5-10 years, then this is going to be some fantastic buying opportunities if you are a long-term holder. Now, me, I've been holding Crocoin since back in 2017, 2018. I think it starts to get blurry. I've been doing this for nearly 10 years. But whenever there was MCO, I was holding Crocoin. And now I've learned my lessons, guys. I've been through a few cycles. I trade. I am a swing trader. I trade altcoins, and I invest in Bitcoin. It's as simple as that. So when I see this, when I see the price action look a certain way, I'll either open up a long position or I'll short it. If you guys do want to follow along with me, check out the description box below or the pinned comment down below. We have $5,000 sign-on bonus to Blowfin, as well as there's a $5.6 million prize pool for a trading competition. If you sign up using my link down below, you become a part of my team. The more trading volume we do together, the more prizes and rewards you get. So let's take a look here at Kronos, sitting at rank 40, up about 8.37% in the past 7 days, down about 3.77% in the past 24 hours. Honestly, not that bad. Today was brutal. Like, the S&P 500 came down, I think, 3%. The worst trading day in 2025 so far. We're going to take a look at the S&P 500 at some point in this video, because it's extremely important. It is what will make or break the cryptocurrency market. You know, if you're looking at Bitcoin in the 4-year cycle time horizon, we only have about 200 days left if we were to specifically follow that time horizon. So we really need to see the S&P 500 start to switch up a little bit to be getting some hopium on the altcoins. So we're looking here, and we see that Kronos is sitting just barely above $2 billion market cap. We came down below $2 billion for a certain period of time, but now we're back above it, sitting at a $70.94 million 24 volume, and the total supply $30 billion for now. But I do also want to say, guys, so follow me at 333 Blacksea on Twitter. I posted, I got interviewed by this newsletter, and it's called Unchained Pod. Feel free to check it out. There's an article about it. Steven interviewed me about the 70 billion Crocoin unburning, and there's a lot of useful information, a lot of different ideas being talked about in this article, so feel free to check that out. Follow me, 333 Blacksea, and it will be right there. I said I answered some questions for Steven on the Unchained Pod regarding the 70 billion unburn of Crocoin and what it means for Crypto.com and the Crow fam. Give it a read and let me know your thoughts. This proposal is much larger than the Kronos ecosystem. Guys, this proposal is much larger than the Kronos ecosystem. There's people outside of the Kronos space looking in saying, whoa, what's that all about? And it's honestly creating some pretty large publicity, and give it a read. Feel free to check that out. So I do want to take a look here at the overall Bitcoin dominance right now. So we are looking quite bullish, guys. It's pretty funny, you know, when you see the S&P 500 start to spill over, you see Bitcoin and the entire crypto market spill over, obviously you're going to see Bitcoin dominance rally. And I've been saying for a while now, guys, even when we were doing this little thing here on Market Cypher, when it was just pure uncertainty, I said it still looks bullish. You still have that happening, and that's exactly what's playing out here. And guys, Bitcoin dominance is not really the most important thing to be thinking about right now, because there's bigger overarching things that are affecting Crocoin and affecting altcoins, affecting the entire cryptocurrency space. You look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, we're going to start from the small spot and move to the overarching reason of why this is all trickling down. So we start with Crocoin, and now we're looking at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is breaking down key support, weekly candle closure below $88,000, bearish in medium term, not just short term, bearish in medium term. It will not just V-shape straight out of this. If it does, the only way that could really happen is if there's a massive catalyst across the board. Like, say, the Federal Reserve says, hey, we're pivoting to quantitative easing and we're cutting rates. And then the new admin of the U.S. says, hey, we're going to stop these global tariffs. We're done with that. And we're also going to start money printing. It requires a lot to see something snap a finger. And also if they say we're buying 1 million Bitcoin, and even then right now, I don't think that's enough. And I'll tell you why I don't think that's enough. I think if they just only came out and said we're buying 1 million Bitcoin, maybe we get a little bit of a relief bounce, but I don't think that we would really see continuation to all-time high right away. I think it will take a little bit of time, guys. So why am I saying that it's not going to happen right away, even if they say they're buying 1 million Bitcoin? When you look at the S&P 500 right now, guys, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad right here. You see that we are breaking down below here, down important support levels. And yes, I see a lot of financial analysts on CNBC, and we're not saying that, like, I think like Tom Lee, he was saying that he thinks that we could be bottoming out. I think that, sure, like maybe, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if we really come down here and test like 5,000. I know that sounds absurd, but if this continues to break down and the Fed doesn't pivot, I think what we hope for is the Fed panics here and says, okay, we took too long. We're going to start cutting these rates. We're going to start quantitative easing. We're pivoting right now, and hopefully the market gets some relief. But if the Fed doesn't panic right now, we probably are in for some more pain, guys. And when you see pain on the traditional market like this, it's not like, oh, you know, in the cryptocurrency space, it's $3 trillion in total, like 2.6 trillion now, and saying, oh, like the crypto market's down 50%. Oh man, like I'm down 50%. That's unfortunate. But guys, when the traditional market comes down like 20%, like this was the bear market we were in back here when the Fed started cutting rates. This was I just measured this. I believe it was a 28% drawdown, and it was over the course of 287 days. Okay, guys, this was brutal. Okay, when this happens in the stock market, that's just people's retirements. Like people, I don't even want to say what happens, but it ruins people's lives. Especially, imagine if you're 65, 70 years old, you're living on your retirement, and all of a sudden it gets cut down 30%, and you say, "Whoa, I'm going to run out of money now." It's a big deal, guys, and I do expect that. Maybe we do spill over a little bit more here, but it really depends on what the Fed does. If the Fed does not panic and start cutting rates and pivot to quantitative easing, we probably spill over more, and it probably brings crypto down with it. And that's why this is the overarching reason for why Bitcoin's spilling over and altcoins are spilling over. And that's why, guys, you got to be looking at the macro when you're looking at these risk-on assets, because the macro is the wind that will swing everything in a certain direction. You can't, just because something's extremely bullish about crypto.com or Crocoin, if the Federal Reserve is hawkish and the S&P 500 is coming down potentially for a recessionary period. Really had to think about that one before I said that. But it doesn't matter. That bullish news on crypto.com doesn't mean anything. It's too big of a deal. So I just want to point that out. But now, on to some good news here, guys. Wow, it finally happened for the Mary fam and the Crow fam. What a long way journey it has been. What are your thoughts, Crow holders? Mary got listed on crypto.com. I'll say better late than never. I'll say that because boy, oh boy, I know that everyone was expecting this to happen before December of 2024. Now we're in March. You look at Mary's price right now, it is going up nice, guys. Look at this, 195% gain in the past 24 hours. Love to see that. Huge moves. Still would like to see it break all-time highs, sitting at about $10 million. $14.8 million market cap. I just checked. It was like $10 million. So it's gaining. It's gaining momentum. But pat yourselves on the back. You've been holding Mary token because, boy, oh boy, it's been a tough ride for sure. Riding this all the way up and then, oh my gosh, what a wild ride, guys. Hopefully this can bring back some Kronos meme coin season because that was such a great time and I really missed that. Smash this like button if you guys think that was a great time. If you were around during the Kronos meme coin season, that was a great time. I really enjoyed that. I really think fondly about that time. And I hope that we can see that play out again. Hopefully that meme coins get some sort of recovery at some point. But hopefully it hasn't that time hasn't been squandered by all the pillaging of the bad actors and insider traders. But pretty exciting to see this, guys. I'm really excited to see Mary listed. But guys, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you about my thoughts on Crocoin, what's going on, and seeing a new Mary listing on crypto.com. It's about dang time. Out of nowhere, unfortunately on a day where it's been an absolute bloodbath across the board, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's all I got, guys. If you like some content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.